Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. Name on that. I'm coming. 36. Hey, alert, alert. 5. Mike's 49.
Rosen will throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Rivers again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Easy, easy.
Now Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 15, check 15. Hey, Delta!
Rivers again. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot rock, so to speak.
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, tight, tight. Hey, alert, alert.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajani. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Ajayi. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I got it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill. Alert, alert, alert. 80, 80, 80.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Hey, alert, alert. What do you got? 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run. Alert, alert, alert. What do you got? 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check,
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. He completes it to Henry. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Red!
To throw again. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Thomas Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You got nothing.
Now it's a Giant. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. After one, it's 13-6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning, it's Benjamin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Easy. X3. 218, chop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers gets it to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17-yard. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the sneak, Rivers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Set, block 11! They're running it. Check.
Following the interception here, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Play action now. Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Thomas Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Got a man, it's complete. Williams, the 40, the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Completes it to Ajayi. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and long for Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again here, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Ajayi. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
General West. Hey, I-7. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. I got it. Mike.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Wide, get wide. 49 the mic, watch 49. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Watch the safety.
They run with Ajayi. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, an 80-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. From the 29, Rosen, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Wolford's got it, complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
He's got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check safety, check safety. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. Alert.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
23 yards on the play. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Rosen. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Rosen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Rivers to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this